What was the name of that show where you have the three people on and they'd all pretend like they'd all say that there's something, but only one of them was like the thing. Like,
I remember the show, but I don't
what
remember
you're
the
talking
name.
it was a game show, and the whole idea is you'd have three different people in it, and so it'd be like, "Hi, I'm Ken. I'm Ken Pleasant,
they
and I'm
try
a
to
tiki
trick.
carver."
And they'd
then
all
And then
say
all three
they
of them,
were,
and then you'd be like,
and then they'd get people.
then
would
you
ask
had to
them
guess. You had to
questions.
guess who the real person was. That's what I feel like I'm on. Hi, my name is Ken Pleasant, and I am a tiki carver. No, where's the can of Coors Light? That's how you know it's the real deal.
It's in here.
He's a fake.
What's funny is I'm trying to drink out of a square mug, which is actually hard.
Did you just
So
drink?
you're
Did you just drink out of? You have the Coors Light in there.
Yeah, it's in here.
That guy's a fake.
I'm
You
a
know
fake.
what?
The real
fake.
Ken Pleasant
is
drinks
good.
Coors Light.
This is good that you're drinking out of your own mugs.
You gotta drink
now
out
you
of the
know how
corner.
to design the next one.
Yeah, this
You
is
were gonna say now you know how it feels when other people have to drink out of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's true. Because you want a mug that feels good to
I
drink out of.
appreciate you getting me this beer. Thanks. I think what's funny is like when I do these videos, I have my microphone that I have here, and I have the microphone hidden behind this guy right here.
What's he called, babe?
So what's the story?
These were little tiny guys that Witco sold.
Nomies.
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 Nomies. This is a Nomi. And this particular one has an injury.
He has a broken arm.
He's got a broken arm here.
Has a broken arm?
Yes, see his little
Oh,
nub
yeah.
is broken off. We just got this back recently from my Uncle Ty.
It was his toy.
Who's William Westenhaver's youngest son. That was his doll when he was a boy. He played with it. And he just gave it back to us about a month ago to repair. Because Ken's good at repairing old Witco.
Wow.
So we'll be repairing Uncle Ty's doll in the near future.
So, Ken, you're good at carving. Good with woodworking.
Apparently.
He's been known to carve a thing or two.
Yeah, I've carved a few things.
So, this is Ken and Heather Pleasant of Pleasant Tiki. And essentially, long story short, is your grandfather
Yes.
was the founder, essentially the owner of Witco.
Yes.
He was the designer,
Designer, president.
the whole nine.
Yep.
Of Witco decor.
Witco decor.
Yep.
And he has a very distinct way of doing things, like the wood and this wood grain and stuff like that.
Yes.
And from what I understand, is he taught you, Ken, how to do it.
Yes, he did.
So, what came first? Were you already into wood carving, or did he get you into it?
No. Well, I've always worked with wood, but what came first is I met Heather, obviously.
Where did you guys meet?
We met in Bellingham, Washington.
At the
girl-
3Bs?
No, close.
The horseshoe.
The
Block
Royal
from
Room.
there.
The horseshoe.
The Royal.
The Roy.
We're about a
Upstairs
block.
playing pool.
When I walked into that bar and I
it's
saw that
different
guy
now.
drinking that Coors Light, I knew that was the man for me.
Exactly how it happened, Ray. My girlfriends and I went out for ladies' night.
Your response is great. It's so deadpan.
Well,
That thing about Bellingham is
Yes,
they don't
Ray,
sell
that's
tours
exactly
like
how it
very
happened.
many establishments. It's actually really unfortunate because they're
My
losing a
God.
lot of money.
right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, it was ladies' night. Wednesday night, my girlfriends and I, all my roommates went into town for, dollar highballs, probably.
and all the boys went into town because it was ladies' night.
Yeah.
And that's where it went down.
Is that where it went down?
down.
So who did you approach her? Or did you-
Oh my God. No.
No,
Yes,
No.
yes, actually, you
I
and your
didn't.
friends did.
my friend thought he knew her and her friend, and so he's like, "Hey, you guys are playing us pool."
And I said,
And
no.
they said no. And
Beat
he's like,
it.
no, your plan
Did
is
you say
full.
no,
I
beat it.
did.
And he goes, no, your plan is pulled. And they
They
played his
wouldn't
pull.
listen.
Yeah, because he thought he knew him, but he didn't. So,
That's a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then downstairs was karaoke. And Ken goes, come on, we're going down there. And I'm like, oh my God.
You do karaoke?
Whatever. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He went down because he can sing like a bird. And he got up and sang.
Did you let me guess. This is what you sang. This is what you sang.
You're never going to guess.
You'll
And
never
I know
guess.
I know what
Don't
he sang.
tell him.
I know what he sang, and this is how he captured your heart.
What?
He got up in front of the microphone and he started singing right towards you. You're cheating hard.
nope.
We'll tell on you. Is that what
I'll
he
give you a clue.
That wasn't
1970s hard rock. Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
Zeppelin.
You didn't sing Squeeze the Lemon. why
No,
don't you-"
he didn't.
I sang
think.
Stairway to Heaven.
Did you really?
The
The
whole
whole
thing.
goddamn thing.
The
I
whole
did.
thing.
Yep.
And
And
is
for
that what-
some reason, I nailed it
Can
that
you?
night.
Is there actually karaoke to Stairway to Heaven?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Had guys high-fiving
There-
me as I walked off
There
the
has to be
stage.
people like, I gotta do the whole thing.
He did
I
it.
did.
So when he was like,
And we've been together ever since.
And what?
So at the very end when he was like, and she's by
There you go.
a stairway.
She's melting.
heaven.
But yeah. I
And
don't
you're like,
know.
that's the man for me.
Sure, right? Yep.
So you guys start dating, and then obviously you guys got married.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing probably pretty much
A year later, we got married.
a year later.
About a year and a couple months.
Oh wow, okay. So you didn't wait around.
No. Knew it was the thing to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So needless to say, is you met her family and her grandfather pretty quickly,
Yes.
and obviously you guys connected.
Yes.
Yep.
They were best buds from the get-go.
Yeah, he's a, yep, very positive guy, always happy.
Yeah.
So you
Easy to
you can't
love.
not want to hang out with somebody who's just smiling and happy all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did he get you into carving tikis and carving
He-
Witcos?
So what would happen is they have their beach cabin on Guimas Island, little 60s cabin.
Yeah.
I would go there and look through catalogs, carving stuff, whatever. In the carving catalog, it shows you how to carve a piece of firewood. And before Heather and I were even married, I was trying to carve firewood into tikis.
Oh wow, okay, all right.
Yep. And didn't work out very well. Wasn't very good at it. But tried a few.
Then were you like, hey, you should talk to my grandfather?
I don't
about
even
that.
know if she's seen them,
I
actually.
don't really think
I don't
I
think
was
she's
paying
seen
attention.
them.
I don't think we didn't move in together until we were married.
yeah.
So he was doing this at
Yeah, I was doing
where
them.
he lived.
Yeah. So I was just messing around with chainsaw, trying them out. And once we got married, then got to know Bill even
We
better.
moved down the street. From
Yeah,
our
we literally
grandparents.
lived
a few blocks.
2 minutes away from him.
Wow.
So
He'd go over there after work.
yeah, go over there and talk to Bill and told him I was interested in carving. And he goes, well, come on over. I'll give you a lesson. So I went over there, and sure enough, he had it all set up. Old Witco chainsaw, old metal one, big old metal one on a pulley.
Heavy.
Yeah. And he drew something out real quick on a piece of wood and cut it out on bandsaw. And he's like, you gotta do this, telling me what to do, how to do it. And he'd carve a little bit, he'd let me hit a little bit, and he'd do one side and I'd do a little bit of the other. And he knew I was pretty nervous. And eventually he'd carve a little bit, and then he'd go, and I gotta go get some coffee or whatever. So he'd leave me alone, because I was doing a lot better alone
Yeah.
with him staring over my shoulder, and he knew that. So he'd leave me alone and carve it up, and that was the first time he ever taught me how to carve.
Wow.
And first session, it was
I'm guessing that wasn't the only lesson.
no. He gave me quite a few. He gave me a lot of pointers over the years and told me how to do stuff and what to do and
The finishes.
the finishes.
He even taught you how to do that to get those lines,
wood
yeah,
grain.
yeah, yeah.
because that's an artwork. That's an art in and of itself, I'm guessing.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Combination
Honestly, the carving part's the easy part.
So, but he was showing you how to do all this. Were you just doing these carvings for yourself, just for your own, or were you selling them, or what?
When he was showing me, we were doing a few, and I wasn't.
We kept some.
Yeah, we kept them. I still have the very first wall plaque we carved, and the very first totem we carved together.
Yeah.
And we just did them, and then eBay was getting hot at that time. It was, I had already been selling stuff on eBay, and I thought, I'm going to try to sell a carving on eBay, and that's where it started. I carved a funky mask and put it on eBay, and I think I got $35 for it, which was absolutely insane.
And
I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
We talked about our family history in the descriptions.
Yeah.
And then we realized that there were other people out there that knew what Witco was and enjoyed Witco pieces.
Yeah.
And so we met a lot of people that way.
Yeah. And then, Sven was writing the book also.
Yeah.
So, and then we got on Tiki Central, which it was
a wealth of...
Oh, yeah. Back then, that was the only thing.
It was the only place. And it was amazing how many people looked at that site, and still do, honestly. It's amazing.
So when the early carvings that you were doing, that you were selling, were they in the style of Witco then?
Yep, they were. They were in the style of Witco. Most of them were just something I was thinking up in my head.
Yeah.
They weren't Witco designs.
No Witco designs. I was just carving stuff and having fun with it. And
is that when Pleasant Tiki was started?
It was the beginnings. I didn't call it Pleasant Tiki yet. It was just
I don't think
beginning.
you started your website until what year? And you
2006 is when we called it Pleasant Tiki.
2006.
The website. Yep.
And then you were carving for a while. And you kind of went underground for a little bit. Family stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked with my real job. I spent a lot of times 6-7 months out of town every year.
Out of town.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, and then when I would come back in the winters, I would get laid off. So I would carve in the winters and do that stuff. For years I did that. Mm-hmm. And then eventually I started working around here, but it was literally full time all the time, like 8 years ago. All year long.
No
and
vacations.
I never got any vacations or anything. So my carving plummeted immensely. I literally wasn't doing probably 1 a month, 2 a month for people who would email me and talk to me. For a few years, not 8. I was still trying to keep it before that, but it was just too much to do.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But now the situation has changed.
Now my kids are 18 plus.
Yeah. Just graduated.
Yeah, moving out. And we can afford to be poor if we have to survive.
True.
So
our budget.
Yeah.
We have a lot less to worry about.
Yeah. Don't live beyond our means. So we're good.
So now are you
full-time?
So full-time.
Mm-hmm.
Full-time.
What's the game plan?
We just
make
revamped.
people happy. That's my game plan.
Yeah. We just revamped our website.
Yeah.
And you're doing everything. Like obviously there's 3 globes here.
Yep.
Yep.
Like everything here is essentially for sale, right?
Yes.
So what's been the reaction from the Tiki community?
They're excited.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of positive feedback.
You've always got, since 2002 carving, there's always those people who purchase something from me then and through the years just
repeat customers.
Repeat. Always, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the new people, unfortunately, a lot of them don't know who I am for the last few years because I kind of dropped off the,
Yeah, and
radar.
the thing is there's people out there that are making carvings using, essentially copying the Witco design.
Yeah, there are.
There are.
And making money off it.
Yeah, line in their pockets from Bill's designs for sure.
Yeah. But the thing is you're the heir, essentially.
Yeah.
He taught you himself how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Ken definitely knows how to do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. Without burning down your house.
Yeah.
Not yet. No burning down my house and no routers.
Yeah. No routers, all chainsaw carving.
Yeah.
That's the difference you can spot a mile away.
No, well, okay. Just what's the difference? What's the difference between routing and chain
Go ahead.
sawing?
A router's just a bit that'll go so deep as you put it, and it'll all be the same
depth.
So you can always tell a Witco carving from a routed carving, because on a chainsaw, you're holding it and your depth's going to do this. It's going to waver a little bit, so it won't be perfect. A router, everything will be perfect like a machine.
Which doesn't give it the proper dimension that
Yeah.
a Witco carving would have, because they were all done with chainsaws.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yes.
Yeah, everything was done with a chainsaw.
Yeah, and you were saying like with the chainsaws, like the chainsaws were so heavy that they were actually counterbalanced like with a pulley
Yeah.
and a weight on the other side, so the person didn't have to. Be
Yeah, it was
pulling.
like it was a window, an old school. I don't know if anybody remembers the window weights. They were like, they had them in the old farmhouses. They're window weights, and he would hook a cable on the window weight, hook it to the chainsaw, put it on a pulley, and you're good to go. And that's how he taught me. I used a cable pulley system, which honestly, now that I think about it, that thing was in the way so much. I don't even know how you could
Maneuver around it.
totally.
Well, you guys are coming back, and you're here to stay.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm really excited for you guys.
Yep.
And so, what is the website?
www.pleasanttiki.com.
Pleasant Tiki got, and I know you're on Instagram.
Yep.
They have a Facebook page.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
Pleasant Tiki
Yep.
Pleasant Tiki.
on both.
Yep.
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 And we update a lot. We have a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
We usually add things to our website once a week.
Always
And-
adding.
Yeah. And there'll be a lot of new things. We have a lot of ideas in the works, things that people
Yeah,
haven't
we-
seen before.
Yeah. We have some of our own designs, and then William Westenhaver had so many designs it was crazy. So
There's a lot of Witco favorites that people want to
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So, and we've had a lot of requests for things. So that's what we'll be.
And you can
working
do
on.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got it.
absolutely.
Witco Decor's trademarked and copyrighted, and we're carrying on the tradition.
Yeah.
One question for you.
Yeah.
Heather. So, did you think when Ken serenaded you
I knew this was coming.
with Stairway to Heaven that he would be carrying on your grandfather's legacy of Wicca?
Yes, Ray. I did. I saw it like a flash of lightning. It was all there.
It was. I was carving up those notes. You know what I mean?
All of this.
You're like, he could sing. He's like, he could definitely sing, but I hope he can carve. Hey everyone out there in Tiki Land, it's Ken Pleasant. I just got done making this tiki here. Took me a couple hours to make. It's the Witco Pleasant Long Face. It's for sale for $250. So if you're interested, check it out on pleasanttiki.com.
You didn't drink the Coors.
I'm not gonna drink liquor. When you go on dates with that, like one of the first things, it's like instead of asking them like, "What do you do for a living?" Okay, so can you carve Can you carve tikis with a chainsaw?
Yeah, I usually did. Can you operate power tools?
And you're like, "What's a chainsaw? Get out of here!"
Yes. He passed the test.
Just, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. He married. You guys
And he can sing.
You guys
so.
got married a year after meeting, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say he did something right.
We knew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, if your father and your grandfather love the person, then you're doing something right.
There you go, Ken.
Yeah, I got lucky.
So that's dating advice for all of you out there. Learn how to sing Stairway to Heaven and learn how to carve tikis with a chainsaw, not a router.
No routing.
Yeah. Hey gang, this is Tiki with Ray, and I just want to say thank you very much for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more episodes, click on the subscribe button. And if you liked the video, give it a like. That would mean a lot to me. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave a comment in the comment section below.